What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and we got some huge news today. It looks like the United States Supreme Court is leaning sympathetic to oil producers and refinery companies dealing with emissions issues in California, basically going directly after the California Air Resource Board, also known as CARB. Roll the intro. So welcome on back to TK's Garage. Yeah, the Supreme Court is looking at hearing petitions from refinery companies in California. Now, this is just another avenue of attack, so to speak, at a direct shot at the California Air Resource Board to be able to pull away their ability to basically regulate emissions in the state of California. And not just California, but beyond California. Now, there's a bunch of congressional review acts that are still pending, which are moving. I might have a video for you later on that today if we see anything positive with that happening before end of business today, as one just came out of committee and could actually get voted on. We also have, like I said, this Supreme Court petition, I guess. Let me just show you the article here. So this was over at Automotive News. This isn't just me saying it. This is multiple outlets reporting that now. And it's also part of the reason why California is seeing outrageous gas prices right now. Same here in Nevada. You know, it's crazy. You know, the president talks about there's 3 states where gas is down to as low as $1.98 a gallon. Think about that. $1.98 a gallon. Yet a cheap gas station price here in Nevada right now is somewhere between $3.50 to $3.60. And in California, you're at $5 or better, like almost $3 more than the 3 cheapest states in the United States. And yes, part of that is taxes. Let's say 60 something cents of that. Let's say a different fuel blends another $1. There's still like another $1.50 of just BS going on in California in terms of the price of fuel. When the price of fuel costs more money, guess what else? Everything else costs more money. So am I excited for this Supreme Court petition? Yes, because look, prices for fuel, if you live in California, that's their new move now, right? They know they're going to lose the EV mandate. And when they lose the EV mandate and they lose the ability to set emissions on cars, which is coming, right? That means smog tests and other stuff go away. When that happens and they lose that revenue base, well, what else can we do? Well, we need to be more restrictive on gasoline, on fuel, because if there's no fuel, then they can't drive these polluting vehicles anyway, and people will go more towards EVs. So you would think it's actually starting to cost more money for EVs in California than it is for gas. In the time that I was out there, myself and Digital in Motion, my car comes with free charging. I don't have to pay to plug mine at a Tesla supercharger. He does. And he was paying 52 cents a kilowatt hour, which I had multiple people from like New Jersey, Connecticut, North Carolina going, what? It's only like 18 cents out here. Yeah. Again, it is part of the issues. It is part of the issues that California is having with energy pricing. And it has to be dragged back in. You have to stop letting them have these prohibitive policies that are realistically killing their citizens. And what I mean by that is financially. It's why people keep leaving the state. And you're going to get to a point where there's only going to be people like that have a ton of money that can afford to be there, or super poor homeless people. And the people that have all the money that want to be there are not going to want to pay for all of the services and the taxes to keep people surviving there. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with this case with the Supreme Court. So let me know what you guys think, though, in the comment section down below. I think this is huge. I think this is another huge step. And here's the thing. It only takes one shoe to drop. It's only going to take one of these things to go down, whether it's the big, beautiful bill passing before Memorial Day, one of the CRAs going before the big, beautiful bill, Supreme Court decision. Any one of these could literally strip CARB from its authority. And I think it's going to happen sooner than later. They know it. That's why they're doing what they're doing now. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.